Good morning, hello, it's Zoe here, and I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 toning yoga poses that you can do right from home without any equipment. And these are all poses that are accessible to pretty much everybody, so I'm really excited to share them with you. And as we are going along, I would love to know which one is your favorite, or if you just have a favorite yoga pose, make sure you comment down below and let me know what it is. For me, I tend to love the balance poses, are some of my favorite yoga poses. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and let's just dive into it and I will share it with you. So pose number 1, you'll have to bear with me. I have my socks on today, which is not ideal for yoga, but it's cold and I need them. So that's why I've got socks on, but I wanted to wear these shorts because they're so comfy. So yoga pose number 1 is warrior 2. Let's see if Roger will work with me. I'll have to lock you out. Is when you have one foot nice and far forward and the other one back, and you're lunging into that front knee, stretching your arms out long. Hey, Roger, sit, sit. I'm busy, sit. Okay. Okay. Now I can focus. Sorry, he hasn't had a walk this morning yet. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Now, warrior 2. We have one foot forward and those toes are pointing straight ahead. The other foot is back, and you want to have your heel in line with the middle of that back foot. The toes pointing nice and long. Stretch your arms out long from here. And you're really focusing on getting super long through the arms as you lunge into the front knee. Now this pose is great for working the inner thigh, the glutes, and the shoulders while you're holding your arms out. That's what's so great about yoga, is that just holding your arms out, you really can stretch the fingers out, and that's when you're getting that toning through the arms by just holding the arms out nice and strong and long. It's really surprising when you're holding the arms out how tired your arms will actually get. So that is number 1, warrior 2. Now there's tons of variations and different ways that you can do it. And you probably know that in my yoga burn routines, I utilize these toning yoga poses in different ways to keep them fun and fresh, but to also make them more effective. So let's get into pose number 2. Pose number 2 is chair pose with a twist. So chair pose, you stand with your feet right together, your knees right together. You're bending your knees with the weight in your heels. So you should be able to wiggle your toes. You're pushing your hips back. From there, we're gonna bring our palms together and tip forward so we have a nice flat back. So we could balance a glass of water on our back. From there, you're gonna twist. So you would bring your elbow to the outside of the thigh, press your palms together and really twist and turn. If that is too much, you could have one hand on the lower back and the other hand on the outside of the thigh. So that's the modification right here. Now, what's great about this pose is it works the inner thighs, the quadriceps, the glutes, the core, and the lats, the kind of, I call them the bra strap muscles right here. When you're pushing and twisting, you're really activating your core and the muscles in the back there during your chair twist. So that is toning yoga pose number 2. Let's get into the third one. The third one is plank pose. I mean, I have to share plank pose with you. Plank pose is, in my opinion, one of the best toning yoga poses that you can do. And it is utilized in all of the yoga burn programs quite a bit. Now, 2 options. Let's talk about the difference. When you're on your hands and your toes, you're using more of your chest and your tricep when you're right here. When you're down on your forearms, you're using more of your shoulders, and the rest of the arms are a little bit more relaxed, as opposed to when you're up on the hands. So it really depends on what you want to work. And also, of course, in yoga burn, we add in our down dog, our up dog, all of that from our plank. Plank works mainly the core, but you have to know how to activate and squeeze that area. Then it also works the arms and a little bit of the legs too. So that was pose number 3, plank pose. So far we've got warrior 2, chair pose with a twist, and plank pose. Next one, number 4. These are getting my heart rate up. That's good. I'm warming up. Number 4 is triangle pose. I love this pose for the obliques, the core, but it also provides a beautiful opportunity to really lengthen the spine. And again, a lot of the strength that comes from yoga is so different than the strength that comes from traditional weightlifting, because instead of during the contraction and the squeeze being when we get strong, we're getting strong from a long place. That's what helps to build that elegant, beautiful posture that so many yogis have, and build strength from a safe place that you can do without any equipment and right from home. So let's go ahead and try out triangle. Triangle pose. It's a very similar setup to warrior 2 in that you have one foot pointing straight ahead and the other foot pointing to the long edge of your mat. Now, the difference is you are not lunging into the front knee. Your front leg is straight. You want to be mindful you're not hyperextending or locking through the leg. It's just straight. Now, your hips and your shoulders are also pointing to that long edge of the mat. Stretch your arms out. Take a reach forward and then tip forward right here. So it's like this. Now, instantly, I feel right here, activate. The core is really supporting you. It has to, because you're tipped forward, right? Over that leg. So you want to make sure we're not leaning this way. It's as if there's a wall behind you and you're leaning back into that wall behind you. Right here. You can do extended triangle. Some of you will have done the triangle tip overs. Now people have stolen this move, and they'll do it with a kettlebell in their hand called a windmill. Now my glute is also getting some work too, that back glute, because it's getting a squeeze. Now, I mean, this is just me sharing with you a few poses that you can do from home. Of course, if we want to get the best results possible, ideally we are going to be following a routine that progressively challenges us more and more each week. And that's why I'm so excited about the brand new Yoga Burn app that you can find in the App Store and the Google Play Store, or at the link I've placed for you around this video. Before we get to the final favorite toning yoga pose, I just want to remind you that we do have a 7-day free trial still available, as well as introductory pricing for all of our wonderful community, so that you can get inside the brand new Yoga Burn app, try it out, see how you like it, because it's so great having all of the Yoga Burn programs in one easy, convenient spot that you can switch from program to program and have the tracker that tracks which week you're on, which I absolutely love. Because it's really important that we do follow a structure and a routine. That's when the real results happen. They don't happen, I'm sorry, as quickly as when we're just doing random YouTube videos, random workouts that we find somewhere. What really gets the change, what really takes your yoga practice to the next level, your fitness to the next level, is when you stick to a routine. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. Now, let's get into the final one. The final one, we're going to be laying down on the floor, and it is called Locust pose. I love this pose because it works the whole posterior chain, the glutes and the posture muscles in the back, which is really important. So let me show you that one. You lay down on your belly. Now, some people say, oh, I can feel my lower back when I do this. My answer to you is, rather than thinking about getting really high, there's that word again, length. Think about just lengthening your legs back so they're floating slightly. Think about lengthening your head forward, and maybe the chest and a couple ribs lift, the legs lift, the arms lift, and we're holding. So it's a static pose, but of course in Yoga Burn, I always like to mix it up, or we do it with the leg movements to get the butt working. But this is a wonderful pose for really helping to get those posture muscles strong and toned, and really help to create that beautiful curve right here from your lower back to your buns. Locust pose is great for that. So there is my top 5 at-home toning yoga poses that you can do anywhere, anytime. Let me know. I didn't know if I saw it. Did anybody put, if you're watching this live, did anybody put their favorite yoga pose? I don't know if I saw. But out of those 5, I would love to know which one is your favorite. We had Warrior 2, chair pose with a twist, plank, triangle, and locust pose. So let me know which one was your favorite. And be sure to tap the link I placed for you around this video. Download the brand new Yoga Burn app. Try it out for 7 days completely free. And then if you decide to stay in or not, you know because you've given it a shot. I think you'll absolutely love it. I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your beautiful day, and we'll see you again soon. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye-bye.